This is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association, located at 1601 East 18th Street, Suite 200F. What's up, Kansas City? This is Tiffany Berry, and today my guest is Mrs. Stephanie Smith.
You got
How are
it.
you today, Mrs. Smith?
Very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. And so, if you don't mind telling our audience, who are you and what do you do?
I love that question. So, Stephanie, I'm definitely a mother, a wife, super blessed to be a daughter. Right now, I serve as the executive director of the Linwood Family Y here in Kansas City.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm excited. So, as you all heard, she's the executive director of the Linwood Family Y, and the Y is the YMCA, correct?
That's right, the YMCA.
YMCA, yes. And so we were speaking earlier, and I want to talk about your capital campaign. I just want to jump into that.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
it is super.
So, if you
exciting.
don't mind, tell us a little bit about the capital campaign.
Yeah, so we started with the vision of how could we in the Y, in particular the Linwood Family Y, what could we do to be a part of the great change and revitalization that is happening in the Linwood community?
Yes.
And so with that, and there's so many people who love and care about the community, not just in that zip code area, but throughout the greater Kansas City area. And so through volunteers, donors, a great Linwood team, our great YMCA staff members were able to raise over $9 million.
Oh,
Isn't that lovely?
Yes, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is. It is very much blessed. So $9 million that will renovate and expand our existing location.
Awesome.
Yeah, so really excited. We're located on the corner of Linwood and Cleveland Avenue.
Okay.
And so right there at 3800 East Linwood Boulevard, we will be investing $9 million in that YMCA.
That's great. We thank you for putting back into the community.
Yeah,
really.
absolutely.
Now, we wanted to know, how long have you been the executive director of the Y?
So I transitioned back to Kansas City. I grew up in Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay.
Spent more than a decade in Nashville, Tennessee. My parents still live here. My sister and her family live here. And so we was really excited to return back to Kansas City in 2011. So I've been able to serve as the executive director since April of 2011, and we've made such great progress. We have a beautiful team over in Linwood that is committed and dedicated to the community, and the community has had such a great response to the program. I mean, that's who drives the program.
Yes.
What we decide to do is based upon the voice of the community, and so the community has definitely shown up and has got us to this moment today.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to get into now, not only do you want to revitalize the community, not only do you want to provide somewhere where you can get fit and get healthy, but it goes a little bit deeper than that,
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
If you don't mind, just tell our audience exactly what it is that motivates you and inspires you to do this for the community, and
Well, I think it's the pursuit of living this whole life. I mean, when you think about the lives that we live every day, it's not, we don't do it in fragments, right?
Right.
We just don't, want to be slim or want to have a certain size. We want to be happy with who we are, and we want to be happy with how we live our lives. And so that's that holistic wellness piece that is personally important to me as a social worker. It's important to me that people are having self-determination. They're determining who and how they want to show up in the world, understanding that they have purpose. And so that is what our work is really wrapped around at the Linwood Y. Of course, at the Y overall, we're about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility, which that is holistic living. If you think about your life, what am I doing to develop and uplift myself in the community? What am I doing to take care of my body, the temple that has been given to me? And then how am I pouring back into the community? So those three principles are really important, and we've been excited about how we've been able to offer programming and opportunities for people to find their way through that. And so it's just been a blessing to be a part of the whole process, and we've seen it in so many different people that are like, my life has been transformed as a result of being a part of this unit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So it's just not getting your body together; it's getting your mind,
Getting that
soul,
mind
and
right,
everything together. So yes, get it all lined up. So yes, absolutely. Now, as far as being the executive director of the Y, how challenging is that, or how exciting is that? You know, you get to see so many things, and you get to see so many lives transform, and you get to be a part of the change. How does that make you feel as a Black woman?
Yes.
Right now.
I think, all the emotions that you talked about are ever present. I mean, you have one of the questions that I've been asked before is, what breaks your heart? What has God broken your heart? And meaning, what do you lean into that has been specially placed on you to do something about? And really that pursuit for poverty and oppression in a way that is sustainable. Yes. That people understand that there's an internal process that happens first that then we can share outwardly. And so really helping to connect the dots for individuals in what their individual purpose is. I'm able to do that in leadership development with our team. Yes. Able to do it as we shape programming for our youth development continuum. Able to do that with our members that are coming in and out every day. Even able to shape other leaders in their respective organizations as we work collaboratively together. Yes. And so when you talk about what are some of the challenges and what are the emotions around it, I mean, everything that you said, you get frustrated when you hear that another child has lost his life, right? So that breaks my heart when we have children and adults that are dying due to violence, or are dying due to emotional decisions that people make in a split second that have lifelong effects. But what also satisfies my heart or encourages me is when I see people locking in arms together to do something positive and good. We have so many people in and throughout the Kansas City area that are doing great things. And so to be able to work in tandem with those individuals and with those organizations, that also lifts up my heart. So it's a range of emotions, but it's all good.
That's good. Awesome. Yeah. Now, before we wrap things up, I need to know myself, and I know the audience want to know, what are the membership fees, or are there different prices?
Yes, so there are absolutely different prices. We have what we call a base rate. The base rate is all about whatever the flat fees are related to it, and it's broken up into sections. Okay. So if it's you and your partner, that would be like a couple's rate. And then we have a family rate, and then we have a single parent with child or children rate. We also have an active older adult, so a senior citizen rate. So there's base rate, so those are the columns, and then we have base rates. And then for those that say, you know what, I want to be a part of this for 12 months. That's what we call the well-being rate. So I always encourage people, if you know it's something that you want to be a part of, consider the well-being rate, ask for the well-being rate. What is so wonderful about the Y and our mission is that we're committed to serving all. And so financial assistance is available to those who need it. There's a financial assistance procedure that you would just go through for those who needed it. But the bottom line is that it's attainable. Okay. We don't want anybody to say, okay, oh, that's not for me. It's for everybody. It's for all of us. And so we want people to lean in to that, see themselves as being part of our unit, and be able to get in really where you fit in. And so membership, we were talking about swimming earlier. Yes, yes. Yeah, we were talking about swimming earlier. I was just reading, it was like the world is 71% water and children are 100% curious. That means that this is something that is extremely preventable. Drowning is preventable. And so we want to work together with parents, with family members, and you're never too young or too old to be. That's right, Tiffany. We're gonna get in there, get our hair wet. We can do it.
We can do it. I won't melt. I promise.
You will not melt. You are sugar. You are sweet, but you will not melt. And the renovated Linwood Y will have a year-round pool. So I'm excited about that kind of impact that's going to be able to happen all year round. Last year, not this past summer, but the summer of 2014, we were able to offer over 100 swim lessons, and that was just in 3 months. Can you imagine what we're going to be able to do year round?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super
excited for you. Now, if someone wanted to contact you or sign up or volunteer, can you give us your email addresses or the address to the Y?
Absolutely. So we talked about being at 3800 East Linwood Boulevard. Our temporary location, while we are in the midst of our renovation and expansion, we are in the west wing of Central High School, Central Academy of Excellence. We're really blessed and thankful to the Kansas City Public Schools for their partnership and support. So we're in the west wing. It's a separate entrance. You would simply come to 3221 Indiana Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri. You would enter under the doors, through the under the doors with the large Y sign. So it's a lot of Y signage. You would just enter through those doors, not through the regular school doors, but through our doors, and we can just start the relationship. It'll start with questions and laughter and a tour, and just trying to understand, what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? And then we would really go through there to try to go from there to try to make the best connection for you and your family. So we want people to get involved. You can always reach me at Stephanie Smith at kansascitymca.org. That's Stephanie, STEPHENIE, Smith, at Kansas City, all spelled out, YMCA.org. Or definitely they can call us at 816-923-5675.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, is there anything extra you would like to add, or anything you would like to put on top of what we discussed, so that we know that you would like the audience to know?
I just really want the audience to know that we are excited about being able to move forward, not only with the Capitol, but just continuing to support, engage with the community. We definitely want to invite the community members to come inside the building. We have a plethora of opportunities. We have a youth development continuum that takes us outside of our four walls. We're actually engaged with a couple of schools that we actually provide in-school programming. But just really reach out and know that you have a resource, a community asset in the YMCA of Greater Kansas City. The Linwood Y is always happy to greet everyone with open arms, and we want to make sure that we're doing our part to help you live the kind of life that you want to live. So thank you, and I want to see you come through our doors.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it first here, Kansas City. If you want to volunteer, if you want to sign up, please get in contact with Miss Stephanie Smith. She'll be more than happy to help you. I actually have to contact her myself.
That's right.
But for more videos, make sure you check us out at whatsupkansascity.net. And always remember, if you don't grind, you won't shine. If you don't work, you won't eat. So make it make sense, Kansas City.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.